Okay, hello. This is going to be a quick guide on the new Anachronia. Is that what it's called? Yeah. The new Anachronia location. It's not that new, but I only started doing it for the past couple of weeks. And one thing's been kind of really annoying me is that when doing this base camp, it's quite hard to know what's the most effective way of doing it. Because you can kind of eyeball it and be like, okay, well, I have, let's say, a lot of that, so I only put a couple and a couple there, and then I'll put like loads on this one because I've got less. But that's not really the proper way you want to be doing things. So I then started like using a calculator and be like, okay, well, doing it this way would take X amount of hours, and doing it that way would take Y amount of hours, but it was just long and boring. So I decided to make this document here. So in the document, you only really have to fill out these two lines and this line, and everything else does it for you. Okay, so let's say, for example, right now, I'm gonna make sleeping quarters next. So I need 65,000 of each. So I just put 65,000, 65,000, and 65,000. And then my resources stored, well, for wood, I have 12,450, leaves 8,640, and hide 10,450. So that's 12,450, 8,640, and 10,450. Okay, so I need to tell it how many available workers I have. So at the moment, I have 15. So then I can now know that the fastest possible time I could physically, let me change that because I don't like how that looks. Right, the fastest possible time I could do this in is 181 hours, or just about a week and a half a day. Like, it can't go physically faster than that. And it tells you right here the optimum worker count. So 4.82, 5.17, and 5.01. Well, obviously you can't actually do that. So the best solution is to spread it out evenly and be 555. So here, now I know it actually is going to take 187 hours to do it this way. But obviously, let's say after 175, you wanted to swap it over. Like, the formula isn't for that. It's for just leaving it and doing your own stuff, doing some Slayer, doing whatever, and then coming back and then resetting it again. But obviously not always it's as uniform as this. Let's say when I get around to building this spa, and let's say I've already got my sleeping quarters, so I have 30 available workers. And for the spa, it's 60,000 for each resource. So resource 1, 60,000. Resource 2, 60,000. And resource 3, 60,000. And how much materials do I have stored? So in wood, 12,450, leaves 8,640, and clay 990. So 12,450, 8,640, 990. So now it's telling me the optimum amount of time it could take is 87.73 hours, or 3.5 days, basically. So, oh, fireworks, don't know if you can hear that. So optimum worker count here is 9.03, 9.76, and 11.21. Now we can't physically do that. So for here, I'm going to put 11. For here, I'm going to round it up to 10. And there, I'm going to round it down to 9. The workers in use here is in total, so if I put 10 here, it would be too high, if you know what I mean. So now the fastest time it's going to take is 81.41 hours, and that's the best possible arrangement that you can have it for that. Now this can really save you a lot of time, because if you wanted to just put it as even, you can say, oh, well, I'll just leave it like that. But now it's 98, and that's going to take 9 more hours than it should do. And let's say if you would look at these resource amounts and then think, okay, well, I need to put at least a couple more guys in this one than this one. Like, let's have maybe 3 or 4 more people, because there's 12. There's pretty much an 11,000 gap between them. So I'm saying, oh, okay, well, I want to put 13 on these guys, and then I've got 17 to share between these two. Well, when we put like 9 over here, and then 8 over here. And then now you're getting up to about almost 100 hours, which is, this one's 10 hours more than the other way, even though that may seem like a better solution. And then now we're back to 89 hours. And then that's just 10 hours you don't have to wait, and then you can then, when at the next time, put it on something else. Obviously this can be abused, because you can put, let's say 500 workers, and you can say, well, this is going to take 5 hours. I just have to put 187 here, 163 here, like 150 here, and be like, oh, okay, cool. But obviously that's only theoretical. You can't actually have that many workers. I think the maximum is maximum 60. So let's make up a number. What's the storehouse maximum? 150,000. So let's say the player lodge is 150,000 each. That one you probably just want to spread it evenly anyway, just because. But let's say you had wilding differences. And I'm just going to make up, you've got 40,000 here, 20,000 here, and 85,000 here. Oh, I put angel. Now this can be quite difficult to straight away just decide how many you need, because you're just like, wait, how do I even go about this? And instantly now I already know that I want to have 13 here. Let's say, let's round that up to 20, let's round that down to 25 and 22. I'm only going to take 2 hours longer than the actual optimum possible time doing it that way. And that was instant, that was so easy. And then you might think, oh, well, because you have to round, what if I wanted to have 26 here and then 21 here? And then you can see that that one's actually slightly less. That's gonna make you take about half an hour longer. And obviously that's not as big of a deal, but in terms of getting it around the general ballpark, this is a pretty good way of getting the right numbers for everything that you need. So the link for this document to download is going to be in the description. I'll just leave it blank for it, and thank you much for watching. Hopefully it helps you and it helps you get to this as quick as possible. It's going to be about a week before I actually get my sleeping quarters up, and then these will only take a few days after that, so hopefully that doesn't take too long. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you.